So welcome everybody to Tuesday night. My name is Lemar Weber, and if you've never been to my show, welcome. Tonight we're going to create a fabulous mixed media canvas. We're going to be using a whole bunch of different products, which I'll show in a minute. But before we get started, let's have a quick conversation about some just, I guess, logistics. Let's cover logistics. So first things first, is everybody on the Lemar Mixed Media group on Facebook? If you're not, the admins are actually going to put the link for you below. And we have a monthly challenge on there. And this month in particular, it's a really great challenging challenge. It's a little bit about sketching and just really being brave and attempting something that you've never done before. So we're also following the Lindy Stamp Gang color challenge this month. So if you do have even Lindy Stamp Gang colors, you can actually go ahead and submit the same project that you submit for my group onto Lindy's color challenge this month, which is really awesome, you guys, because I know that last month Lindy's gave away five $50 gift certificates. So not bad, not bad. And I know that, yeah, anyway, so that's that. And what else? Let me think here. I think that's it for the group. Yvonne, was there anything else for the group that I needed to discuss? I think that was it. Just make sure, you guys, that you when you post in the mixed media group, try to just share mixed media stuff. I know that all the admins and I try to go through the group as much as possible. Try not to post a whole lot of advertisement and such, because people get annoyed, and then we get emails, and then we have to delete it, and then we have to contact you, and anyway. So that's that for the group. And what else? Let me think here for a minute. Okay, the store. So first of all, I know that I don't know who's on here that purchased the workshops from the store. I can't tell. However, it was just the launch was a huge, huge success. I was not expecting it. Truly, I didn't think, two people were going to sign for the workshops. I was so afraid of all this work, and it wasn't going to happen. So I honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. The comments I got, the emails I got were just so fabulous. And we kind of bogged the site down for a few days. So that was pretty funny. My website guy was a little bit like, what the heck? So it was pretty awesome. If you haven't signed up, there's still, of course, time, because they'll be there forever. There's a question. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. And the other thing is just so you know, all the workshops are there forever. So as soon as you sign up for one, you sign up forever. I'm not deleting it. You're not going to have just access for a year. You will have access forever. The other thing is that the workshops, the first two workshops that went up are mostly for beginner-ish, mixed media artists, or if you really want to get into art journaling. Those are the first two that I put up. And I have all the workshops for the next, I don't know, several months, I guess, pre-recorded already. So I'm going to be launching them little by little. So you all have a chance to, you don't get overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, there's the 10 workshops, and I can't afford all of them, and all that. So they'll be released, little by little, throughout the year. And they'll cover topics from all the way from scrapbooking to art journaling, canvases, you name it, it's on there. And I will have kind of like a rating, whether it's for intermediate, whether it's advanced, whether it's beginner. They're so filled with information, all of the workshops. So that's it for the website. Oh yes, no, that's not it for the website. The other thing about the website, we're waiting for more products to come on, and we're just finishing up all of our shipping duties and all the little things that we need to get logistically implemented in order for us to be able to ship everything. And then once that's complete, I have I have to talk to Joe. Anyway, there's some other stuff that's coming your way as well. So all the products are going to be in the store. I think I'm guesstimating by next week we should have them all in the store and ready to sell. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. There's a calendar. Oh no, wait. There's a calendar on there, and the calendar on there will have my online classes. It'll have my travel dates. It'll have Ustream classes. Has everything. So be sure to check that out and check that often as I keep updating it as I go. And there's a gallery. There's my blog is linked on there. Lots of fun stuff on there. Okay. So I think that's about it. For those, I see there's a lot of guests here on the chat. If you're a guest, go ahead and create a Ustream account so you can chat with us and you can ask questions and such. And then our moderators are going to go and check for me the social stream and make sure that there's nobody that has questions. Hey, how are ya? Okay. Let's get started. I'm going to switch the cameras. I hope I spoke about everything. If not, you know, I'll talk about it throughout. And so there we go. Ta-da! Are we good? Can everybody see okay? I have a little speck on my screen. What is that? Okay, you guys can't see that, so that's fine. How's the lighting? Is it a bit weird because this is a little bit far away? Hang on, I'm just moving this. Give me a minute. Just moving it. Just moving it so that it can get a little bit brighter. Whoops. There we go. Oh, now it's too bright. There we go. All right. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to create a canvas. Oh, I forgot to record it. Oh no, I am recording. Never mind. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to create this canvas. What size is this canvas? This canvas is 12 by 16. Okay. 12 by 16, and I'm not sure why my camera's pulsating today. That's really strange. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of an abstract work. I have kind of an idea of what I'm going to do, but not really. I know that I'm going to show you some of the things that we are going to use. I'm going to use a combination of different acrylic paints, different companies, it doesn't matter. Just some of these fluids, heavy body, you name it. I'm going to use some Gelato's Double Scoop, a whole bunch of different colors. They're the new, by the way, if you guys don't know, the Gelato's Double Scoops are, let me show you one that's the same. This is, look at the difference in size. Is that not wicked? So you can create really large canvases and you don't have to worry about your gelatos running out. Hello, so awesome. And these will be in the store next week. They're already on their way, okay? So these will definitely be in the store. The other thing that we're going to use is some of the fabulous Liquitex and Molotow and Montana acrylic markers. And what else? And then I'm going to use random, what are these called? Rub-ons. These are actually new Tim Holtz rub-ons. And then these are just 7 Gypsies, and this is the new Diane Weekly stamp. I don't know if I'll use this or not, but we'll see. So those are kind of the things that I grabbed that I think I'm going to use. I may not use everything that you always see, but at least I'm going to attempt. So I'm going to start at the top and then kind of move the canvas down as we go along. Okay, and we'll let it focus. There we go. Can everybody see okay? I think so, right? All right, here we go. The first thing that I'm going to start, actually, I'm going to just very randomly grab, oh, a whole bunch of different colors. So let's start on the top here, and I'm just going to apply this gelato like so. No real random pattern, really, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the same with the red, just like that. Maybe a bit red right here. And I am doing it down here. You can't see it, but there we go. Just a bit. Okay. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to blend it with my fingers. And this canvas has already been pre-primed, so you don't actually, that's why I did not, and by primed I mean gessoed, so you don't actually, that's why I didn't gesso it. Again, it has 3 coats of gesso already, so no need to gesso it again. Look how beautifully those gelatos blend. Isn't it fabulous? I love that. There we go, right down here. And sometimes if you have a hard time moving it, which I don't, but if you did, you could dip your finger in a little bit of water and you could watch it move. Look at that, right? So I don't have a problem moving it, but I just wanted to show you another way to have those colors blend together. And you always want to try and mix warm colors with warm colors, because otherwise if you mix them with cool colors, you will get a beautiful shade of brown, which we don't necessarily want. Correct? Correct. And I'm just blending the one on the bottom here. Okay, not too much, just a bit. So that's what we've got so far, and I'm just cleaning my finger off, and I've got some rags right beside me. Yeah, I like to pre-gesso my canvases. It's kind of my new trick for myself. I find it really works. Let's grab a little bit of yellow because it's a warm color and it goes beautifully here. It will turn a bit into orange. Just like that. Okay. Lovely. Just like so. And what else am I going to use? Let's use a bit of pink. I love this pink. It's one of my favorite pinks. This one actually is called Bubblegum Pink. And it's so beautifully bright. Isn't it? I love it. So bright. I love this already. Don't you guys love your gelatos? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm so addicted to them. Just like so. Okay. Pretty fun, right? I would say. I would say this is pretty darn fun. This one I'm a bit bothered by. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I don't like the fact that I used water on it, so I am going to go in there, and there we go. That makes me feel a bit better. They're so creamy beautiful. Creamy beautiful cover girl. Okay, the next one I'm going to take is one of my favorites. It's Metallic Mint. And I know that I can blend this with this, but my finger is so unbelievably dirty. And see, it turned it into brown because my finger was dirty and it had red on it. I didn't realize they changed the names. I don't think they did, you guys. Did they? I didn't think so. I thought the names were the same, to be honest. I had no idea that they had changed them. The teal shows up really weird. I don't know, on camera. Drives me kind of crazy. I do want a little bit of brown, so I am mixing it together a bit, but not too heavily. Brown is fine if that's the intention that you're going for, but when you're not wanting brown, that's when it becomes a bit of a shock, right? So that's, you know, that's the deal with it. Oh, what's the question? Snow cone and cotton candy. This is guava. Let's see, snow cone. I think this is snow cone. Let me think here. I think they're a different color. That's why. They're not the same color. Let's see, I'm looking at it. Watermelon, yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, I think it's a different color, Dawn, to be honest. It's not the same color. But you know what I'll do for you is I will actually talk to them when I talk to them next and ask them just to confirm for you. And then we will all know for sure. How's that sound? Right? Oh, they're blues? Let me see here. Okay, so here's snow cone. You're right. And snow cone. They're the same. See, it says snow cone and snow cone. I don't know if you can see that. It's so little. Yeah, snow cone and snow cone. So they're the same color. Same name. Never changed it. It's all the same. No worries. I was wondering. I didn't think they had changed it, so that's why I was a little bit like, what? I had no idea. I had not a clue. So right now all I'm doing, you guys, is I'm literally just adding color to this. We need a little bit of purple. Is this not gorgeous already? I love it. I love it already. I'm just cleaning my finger off a little bit so that I can not get brown. Oh, Dawn, you're so funny. That's right. Go make yourself a little chart. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Well, you threw me off there. I was like, oh, yo, yo, I can't believe I don't know this answer. It's feeling like a really bad member of their family. Like, I really should know this. I can't believe I don't. What do we think so far? Is this not absolutely beautiful? Love these. Let's do a little bit of, I think it needs a bit of gray in there. Oh, this is silver, actually. Where's the gray? I don't even know where the gray went. Let's actually, I don't want silver. Let's do, this is squid ink. I ran out of some of the colors, by the way. I've been creating so much. That's why there's the new order coming. Okay, so we do need a bit of gray here and there. And I actually like to make really funky designs, and I kind of want them to stay that way, because we're going to start even doodling with our hands here in a minute. So I kind of like that funky design on there. Okay. And on here too. Okay, we kind of want that, but I am blending it just a bit. Just a bit, not too much. It's funky, isn't it? Funky, funky. And now we want a little bit of blue. Here's some blue. I need blue. Love this blue. This is, what color is this? This one is called Blueberry. Such a yummy Yummy color. Do we have any questions so far? Oh, I passed my test. Oh, good. Whew. You guys are funny. Okay, so we need a bit more blue up here, I'm thinking, because it's got to be balanced. Don't want to not have balanced canvas. I love the way the gelatos blend with each other and create new colors. It's just so gorgeous. And I love that you can take these really large ones into something large scale. Whereas with the small gelatos, you can only go so far and then you run out. So I know we're usually a little bit more conservative about it so that, you know, we don't run out of them. So let's put a bit in here. Kind of like that. What do you guys think? Are we loving? I'm loving. I'm loving. What other color are you missing? A little bit of green. You're missing a bit of green, I say. Bit of green. I shouldn't be mixing it with the red. We're going to get a really beautiful shade of brown, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with a bit of brown. Just maybe with a little bit of this teal, that'll be okay. Let's do the blue and the yellow. Maybe down here a bit. There's a new class that I'm doing, one of the workshops that I'll be running. It'll talk about color, how to mix color, because I think for sure it's one of my biggest asked questions, and so I thought, what the heck, let's make a workshop out of it. All right, I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? I kind of like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to add a little bit of pink right here just because I see a little bit of white, and I don't want white on the canvas. So, oh, my hands are so dirty though. So dirty. Just blend a bit, just like that. Stunner. Stunner, stunner, stunner. Fabuloso. Maybe a bit here too. Oops. All right, fabulous. Now what I want to do is I actually want to go ahead and heat set this. Or not heat set this, I'm sorry. I'm actually going to, usually what I would do with the gelatos, I would spray it with a fixative. But guess what? I ran out. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and seal it with a matte medium because I want to add things over top of it. And my markers are going to get all gunked up. And I just really don't want that to happen. Now you gotta watch, usually you don't want to put, this is water soluble so it doesn't lift. So I'm going to do this very gently so that it doesn't run. Well, I actually don't really care that much if it runs because, oh, did I just ruin another new brush? Oh my word. Seriously. Seriously, woman. I can't believe I did this. I might have to clean my brushes tonight. Ay, ay, ay. I am really doing a number on my brushes lately. I kind of forget to clean them, which is really, really bad, and they get really, really hard. It's not good. It's not good at all, my friends. It's not good. You guys should be spanking me. I'm just using, this is some Liquitex matte medium. I want it matte. I don't want it glossy. Okay? And I'm just going to go ahead. This is not a good brush. Oi. Let's find, that's a better one. It looks like it's going to fall apart on me, but that's okay. All right, just like that. Oh, I had some water on there. Ay, ay, ay. I didn't notice that. I had spilled some water right there. Those are the kind of things you got to watch for. Just cleaning my brush a little bit. And this does dry clear, so you don't have to worry. You'll see the color run just a little bit. Like I said, it is water soluble. I would usually use a fixative and not a gel. However, you use what you have in a time of need, correct? Let's just apply it right on there. I think that'll be a little bit easier. And you know what? The fact that it runs just a little bit is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Don't mind it, to be honest with you. Bring the brush off a bit. Plus, you'll see why in a moment, because what we're creating is really funky in just a moment. So let's go ahead and give this a quick heat set. I use Krylon to do that. Yeah. That's what I use usually. The Spectrafix I use for the pan pastels. Oh, that's a good idea, the wax. I should do that. I've ruined so many brushes, it's not even funny. Sorry, this is just going to take a couple minutes. Yeah, I've got a brush cleaner that I think might work, so we'll see. We shall see. Vinegar, we'll try everything. We'll try it all. Don't you love the brush strokes? I think it looks so cool and blended. I love that. In a minute, you're not even going to care what this looks like anyway, because we're going to do some fun stuff to this. But we definitely need to seal it before the next thing, or we won't work. Any other questions? I'll answer questions right now while I'm drawing. Would hairspray? I guess. It would be sticky though, I would think. I would not use hairspray as a fixative, but I guess you could. I don't know. Vodka? Are you kidding me? You guys are hilarious. The canvas does look really cool, doesn't it? It's almost dry, but it needs to be all the way dry. You see those white marks? Those need to be dry. Any other questions? Yeah, I gotta find my brush cleaner. It's somewhere down here. I cut my finger today, um, making stir fry for the kids and my husband. He's my other kid. I think you can pay not to get commercials, you guys. Has anybody paid that $6 or $9 not to get the commercials? Almost done. Sorry, guys. Should have just gotten that fixative today. Yeah, I use Google Chrome. I never get commercials either. All right, just about there. So did I tell you guys? Did I tell you guys that that Ranger gun went kaputs on me? Is that not crazy? So they're being so great though at replacing it again. So they told me to send it back. So that's what I will be doing. Craziness, right? Crazy. All right. So the next thing that I'd like to do is I think I want to add just a little bit of layers. I love layers and just fun. And I think I want to go a little bit neon, do some fun stuff. So let's add a little bit of neon on here. I don't know if I want to do it with a brush, maybe with this palette knife, I think. Just a bit. I'm not, like, not crazy, but just little accents here and there. And you'll see why in a moment when we do the next step. But I think it's just too much fun. This is just neon fluorescent yellow. And let's use a little bit of orange as well. Just a bit. I think it's so much fun. We can even use our, ooh, I like that actually. Let's make little fun shapes. Let's use, sometimes using these just works so beautifully. Just like that, okay? We're creating texture right now, all right? Let's do a bit of pink. A little bit of pink where the pink is. And I use my fingers because I love the way my fingers blend things for the most part. And I know the camera picks up fluorescent colors really weirdly, just fine. But I promise you, it's just too much fun. I think it looks great. This one's a bit too chunky for me, so I'm just gonna iron it out just a bit. Clean my finger off a little bit. And then move this one up a bit. So, so cool. Next one, let's do a little bit of green because I think we didn't really have a whole lot of green before. So just like a cool line like that. Just, I don't know, weird designs. Do you see how abstract I'm being? Don't really overthink it too much, you guys. I think that's one of the things about abstract painting is when you're brand new at it, you kind of think about it a bit too much. I have a whole abstract painting series coming up as well. So this is a nice little sneak peek into it, if you will. This is kind of the simple version, if you will. So that'll be really, really fun. So let's go ahead and give this a quick heat set. This will dry faster than the gel medium. My inner child showing. There's a lot of color on here. Oh, don't say that, Jackie. I don't think that's actually true. Then you must take my class because you will be free from your being in your head so much. Yep. The abstract workshops have already been recorded, so they'll be up fairly soon. They just need to be edited. That's my pain in my arse, is editing. Oh man, do I hate that part. Takes practice, you guys, that's all. All right, I'm not drying this all the way. What I do want, I want a little bit more pink on there. So let's go a little bit of lighter pink in here. I need a little bit of light pink. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Just a bit. And because I dried it, I don't have to worry about it blending. But look how beautiful that looks. And we need lines because that's kind of what I'm going for. What lines? Like that. Fabulous. Fabuloso. It's kind of a light magenta. All right, I'm not drying this all the way. All right, let me just clean my hands a little bit in my water dish. And now what I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of get into the really fun, interesting parts. And this is kind of where that creativity or that freedom comes in that we were sort of talking about. And I don't know, I don't even know what color I'm taking. But no, not pink. Let's start with orange. And this is where you do the really fun stuff. So now we're going to create like really just, I'm going to wait for this one to dry a bit, but we're going to make a bit random shapes here and there. So like literally, I don't even know what I'm making. Let's do, this is, what is this? This is the fluorescent orange Liquitex pen. Okay. Yeah, we're making lines, okay? And we're gonna make some lines right here. Because you'll see, you won't even see half of this in a moment. You'll see why. You'll see why. This is really fun. This is just random patterns. Let's do a couple lines right there as well. And then let's do like, I don't know. I'm going to do these really fun little arrows going down. Maybe let's do arrows here. And maybe right here. I know you can't see it perfectly, but it's pretty close. It's pretty good. Maybe we can go in with our green and highlight them. Love that. This is why I love my acrylic pans. They rock my world. They really, really do. Don't they? Woo! I just about spilled stuff. Let's do it with a little bit of yellow as well. Let's do some of these lines with the yellow. Not perfect. I'm not being perfect. In fact, I'm being so imperfect, it's not even funny. Because you shall see why soon enough. Let's do a bit of blue. I think we need like, what do we need? I don't know what we need. We need a little bit of swirlies, maybe flowers. I don't know. Swirlies? Yeah, swirlies. You see how random I'm being? You'll be like, what is she doing? I know what we'll do. We'll do little, yes, I love these little guys. Okay, just like that. Let's do more of these up here. Sometimes I do blue on blue. I like color, the same color on the same color. I think it makes it look really cool. This is up here, sorry. There it is. And we'll highlight it with a little bit of the white. So I think it'll look cool. Okay, just like that. And we'll do the same down here. It is pretty cool, isn't it? When it starts to just be like, whoa, what was that, you know? Just starts to come together, I think. It's really, really funky. Really neato mosquito. I'm thinking like little flowers here and there. Or let's do little dots. I like little dots. I like little dots. Let's do that. Do you see how I'm so not overthinking it, you guys? They just kind of happen. Okay? The dots, they just happen. Don't overthink it, please. You'll go crazy overthinking this stuff. Seriously. Let's do a little pink again. And let's find a spot that doesn't have a whole lot of pink and do dots there. So you can actually see them. Kind of weird dots, but that's okay. Ooh, let's do little lines like this. Because they look so much better. Little squares. In there. That's fabulous. And maybe some up here. Perfect. And maybe down here. Oh, oh, oh. And then we can go in with our white. And let's clean this off for a minute. Hang on. Come on, baby. It's kind of running out on me. It's not good. Not in the middle of this. Come on. I need you to start working. There we go. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm literally just playing, but this is kind of how to create little abstract art. This one at the top, does it look like a plant? Oh dear, I really just, I'm killing my pen here. Just a sec. It's because I didn't dry it all the way. See, this is why I said dry yours all the way. Don't listen to some of the things I do. Hang on. Hang on, baby. Come to life, come to life. It's running out on me. They're all running out on me. It's not good. Let's try this one. All right, we'll use that later. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick heat set. All right, and the next thing that I'm going to take is I'm going to take these fabulous rub-ons, And I am going to be quite random about it, not getting the full thing. Okay. And this is, these are brand new. They're called Remnant Rubs, Life Quotes by Tim Holtz. Okay. And you get 2 in a sheet, which is great. Kind of into rub-ons lately. Again. Again and again and again. And I don't know. Let's do like something like that. And then lift like that. Oh yeah. And then we want to do like good times. This one says good times. And we want kind of like this randomness right about here. I do like these rub-ons actually quite a bit. Just like that. And then maybe some numbers up here. Just like so. And then let's maybe have some numbers, I don't know, down here. And even some words upside down, because that's fun too. Because it's so random anyway, who cares, right? And if you don't like some of them, you can rub some of them off. If they're too perfect for you, scratch some of it. Ooh, some of the paint will come off too. That's kind of cool too. Okay. So if you think it's a bit too perfect, like this, I just scratch some of it. And then it becomes a bit imperfect. Okay. Just like that. So much fun. So much fun. And you want to do those little pieces here and there that are left over in a very randomness. Let's see what sticks. And, ooh, some of the paint was wet there, huh? No worries. Some of it will be covered anyway. So not too worried. Oh dear. Stick into the paint. Be very careful. Be very careful that your stuff is really dry. Cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. I know, right? They're kind of fun. Fun. And the next thing that I want to try, oh, there's some really cute ones here. I want to kind of put some butterflies and stuff on this one as well. Let's try it. I think they're so cute. Love this butterfly right here. That's adorable. And I love just the randomness of that little tree and bird. You know, maybe these little birds need to sit right there. I think they did. They really did need it to sit there, didn't they? And this plant kind of needs to come out of there, from there. Beautiful. Let's do Discover right there. There we go. What do you think so far? Kind of funky, right? Okay. I'm leaving a space right there. So I think that's about it for now. I may use some more in a bit. Let's, I kind of had these butterflies and I thought they'd be fun. Maybe the blue ones would be all right. Just for some randomness again. I don't know if these ones will work. They look like they're going to give me trouble. Should I try one on here first? Let's try one. Well, they work pretty good. Not bad. So maybe, I don't know. Let's try it on the paint right there. We'll see. We'll see in a minute. If they were, oh, look at that. Stunning. Look at that. Gorgeousness. Let's do some of the little ones too. Let's do this little one right there. Just like these blue ones, in my opinion. They're stinking awesome. Stinking awesome. Okay. Oh, this one didn't quite work all the way. Hang on. Come on, baby. Come out. Come on. Glue on. It's like sticking to my paint. Aw, baby. What you doing to me? What you doing to me? No. Alright. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Be that way. No worries. Alright, I'm done. Next, let's go ahead and take our stamp set. And I don't know which one I want to use. Let's see. They're all super cute. This one's really cute. And because I already put, it's already sealed, you're not going to be able to use a whole lot of stamp sets and markers and stuff, but I love the Stampers Big Brush Pen for something like this. I don't want the most perfect bird, so I'm not going to be using a, what should we call it, a stamping block for this, okay? And I'm going to put him about right there. And I am going to put my hand underneath, and that'll help get a fairly good image, but I'm not concerned about it being perfect. It's pretty darn good though. That's pretty good. And I'm going to use another one for fun, and maybe some of the little sayings. The sayings are good. Sayings are always good. I don't even know what it says. Keep, what the heck does that say? Keep a green bow in your heart and perhaps a singing bird will come. Cute. So we can put that down here. All right. Doesn't have to be perfect again. And let's do this guy. He's kind of cute. All right. I'm not really sure where I want this guy. Maybe down here. I don't know. That's fine. Maybe in the head right there. Love it. You see it? He's cute. And that's a little head right there. And maybe another head right there. I don't know. One more, just for fun. Maybe just a little bit of him. Not too much of him. Kind of come out right there. Okay. Perfecto. Maybe one more saying. Maybe a little saying here and there. Just right there. Perfect. All right, now comes the really, really fun part, which is covering up some of this beauty. I know, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe we did this and we're going to cover some of it up. I mean, yes, you can totally leave it like this and, you know, seal it up and you have a beautiful finished canvas. But let's take this one step further because I think most of you are really fearful about that. And if it turns out like crap, who cares? What did you really use? A little bit of paint, a little bit of rub-ons. You were going to throw them out anyway. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of black paint. Okay, so you want a little bit of black acrylic paint for this. I know, but it's fun. It's a bit of fun. And we're going to take a brush. And, ooh, now there's gel medium on there, which is fine. And we're going to create little shapes. I don't really know. I have a little, let's use the cover of my Lindy's, shall we? Just for fun. I kind of want that butterfly to show. So I am actually going to do this. I know, don't think I'm crazy. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're going to create some fun stuff. right now. Whew. Just like this, you guys. Okay. This is just too much fun. We want maybe smaller circles. Do I have anything that is a bit smaller? Oh, I do. I do. Look at that. Okay. We're going to do little circles right here. Just kind of having fun with shapes. You don't have to be, doesn't even have to be circles. It can be anything. But circles are easy, and I find that this is just really fun. How fun is that? Isn't that a cool effect? And you can just really have them like be very, I don't know, what do you call that? Like very wispy. Wispy, is that the word? Kind of like the wispiness to them. It kind of gives them shadow and just a really fun effect rather than just being so perfect. Who likes perfection anyway? I don't. Perfection sucks. Nobody's perfect anyway, right? So let's not make a perfect canvas, shall we? It's just not. It's just not in our blood, is it? Are we loving this or what? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's go right here. I kind of want to cover, I kind of want to have that here and now, kind of like that. So let's, I really want those birds, so I'm kind of being careful with those birds a bit. You know. And I kind of want them with the small circles though. This is like a tape roll or something that I had left over. And then maybe life, we could do life. How's that? Is that kind of cool? Should we do the butterfly as well? I think so. We didn't just get it for nothing, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and make this a bit imperfect again. Do you guys see how the background that we created earlier, it doesn't really matter. You could doodle till your heart desires, and really what's going to show up is just a bit, right? So you really don't need to be perfect at all when it comes to this. Just this is where you can really allow yourself to just go. I just think this is marvelous. If I say so myself. You guys are probably like, wow, she's really loving this. You know, sometimes when I create something and I really like it, I say so. It's okay. It's okay to like your work, right? Don't laugh at me. I know you guys are laughing at me right now. It's okay. I forgive you. we go. Let's wisp away, wisp away. Did we love this? I think it's pretty cool. Oh, did you have another earthquake already? Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's pretty, okay, so this is pretty cool, but I think before we finish, first of all, let me dry this up. I think that's it. I don't want to add any more. I kind of like some of the pieces that are left over. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this up. Any questions so far? You know what? I'll tell you what. Whoever, yeah, should we do this for a challenge? What do you think? I don't know. Maybe I'll make another one. Let me think about that. I may give this away. I kind of like it for myself now. But I think I'm willing to give it away. Maybe for the challenge. But you guys have to enter. You must enter. Do you see my finger? This is me giving you that you must enter this month's challenge. Come on, come on. Okay. Now, one of the last things that I want to do is I like to have them pop even just a little bit more. And the circles, I mean. And what I usually like to do is I'd like to go in with my white, and this is another white acrylic pen, and I highlight them a bit. And that really just gives them more life. You have to go crazy on that. But let me show you. It just makes them pop a bit, right? So sometimes when you're far away, it'll be a little bit hard to This was kind of fun to create. What can I say? I didn't really know what direction it was going, but I think it turned out. I kind of did something like this in a class a long time ago. Like school, I'm talking about. Okay, just a second. And I love to doodle on this and do like little X's, a little randomness on the circles. I know it's probably hard to see, but it gives it a little texture. This white pen is white acrylic pen, just like the other pens that we had used earlier. Molotow. Okay, how's that? This is the pen. Fabuloso. I kind of like that. I really do. I'm even thinking, I really like some of the, I'm adding a bit more white. This one's a little bit hard to, I like this one too. This is the Uniball Signo pen. This one's fun too. It doesn't work on every surface, but it's pretty awesome. I do quite love it. Don't want to go too crazy on it, but I do love, see, this is what happens. If it's a bit wet, it gets gunky. So just something to remember. This little bird, he's so cute. And a little arrow here and there. There's a little arrow. Let's pretend there was one because it got cut off. Love that. See, I'm just accentuating some of the words. That's all I'm doing. Making them come to life. Ta-da, that's it. That's all I'm doing. I gotta leave it, or else it can just go forever. What's pinned? Oh, the challenge? All right, so that's it, my friends. Did you guys like that? That's it for tonight. That's it. That's all you got. Let me switch the cameras. For those of you that are watching the recording, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you head on over to the Lee Moore Weber Facebook page.